morning. You're watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. We are back again on another edition. It's Tuesday, the 25th of November. Well, December is almost here. I mean, a lot of activities, and most of the time, the Westerners, visit the Gambia a lot when it's December.
Not just the Westerners, even the semesters.
Even the semesters, yes.
Yes.
It's all semester category. Westerners.
No, you said Westerners. Westerners are not our own people.
Category.
Our own people are semesters.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a semester month, December. It's known to December through January, February. It's known to be the semester months of the Gambia. So we are back, Mr. Ade. Good morning.
We are indeed. And good morning to you too. And good morning to the viewers. Yeah.
How come I didn't know? Otherwise, I would have been rocking my African attire too, my haftan, you know.
You didn't read the memo.
I didn't read the memo. You know, I think we should be communicating to know what we're wearing on the program.
No,
because I look,
it's best to
I look odd. I'm the odd one here.
Out of place.
Yeah, so Mr. Carr is our
Westerner.
I look. Yeah. So Mr. Carr, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me, as always.
Yeah, it's good to be back here on the program. We'll take a look at the African code from the code. Then we would be, there are Spanish surgeons in the Gambia. I mean, they conducted surgery services at the Fajikunda Health Center. And, you know, we would be engaging them on that. And surprisingly, this morning I've received information that the Violeta, the Spanish rep for the Gambia, would join them on the platform. And, you know, it will be very important to have her because these people, they came through them. So it's important to also engage them. Yeah, so we will be talking to our regional correspondents in various regions of the Gambia, North Bank and URR, you know, on the harvest time roundup. We'll be looking at that as well. You know, Mr.
Yes,
Ade.
it's the time of the year when they're harvesting, and it was kind of slightly disrupted because the rains that we thought had gone
Never
lingered
ended.
for a bit longer and interrupted. And we did get complaints from some of them saying, oh no, this has messed up our plans because now we want it to be very dry so that we can start harvesting. But of course, all that is gone now, and they're now fully engaged in harvesting.
Yeah.
One of Mr. Carr's favorite times of the year, I think.
Indeed. And the fact that the Met Office did declare officially that the rains have come to cease. So that is why when it was windy the other day and cold, I'm thinking, it's not gonna rain.
Because it felt as if it
but
was.
it didn't. So I'm like, okay, hold on, at least.
Sometimes these things are unpredictable.
Yeah. I mean, the one Mr. Kai is talking about, the day, that particular day, the wind, it was quite windy,
Cool.
and it was cool, and the clouds looked a bit grey and you know, kind of misty, and he thought, oh no, surely we're not going to have rain, but luckily we have not since then.
Mr. Ade,
Shall I read?
Absolutely.
Let me, it looks like we're kind of dealing with our Bambara people again today. The hare must not try to become the elephant's traveling companion.
Yeah, because the elephant will naturally delay the hare. The hare is a lot faster. But then, by the same token, I think the hare would have protection as well, considering the size of the elephant and the fact that nobody would mess with the elephant if they are going. But the hare need to move fast. It's on a mission. So if you go with the elephant, then your mission is delayed. So it's best always when you are on a mission to achieve things, people or things that would delay you should be cut off, or you do your own thing. Like they say, you know, if you want to go far, move move alone.
Alone.
Is
Yes.
it if you want
Yeah,
to go,
well. If you
You
want to go
might go
fast,
far,
if you want to go
you
fast,
might
move
go
along.
fast.
if you want to go fast,
You will go alone.
yeah,
Yes.
and if you
You
want
wanna
to
go
go
far,
far,
you go
I
in a
think
group.
move together. But in this instance, we know the speed of the hare is legendary. You know, it is very also crafty in terms of hiding and doing a lot of trickery on the way. So the elephant better be left behind and the hare be on the mission to go wherever.
Mr. Carr, you mentioned something, protection, which is very key to me. You know, it's telling you, no matter how disadvantaged a situation might be, there is always some good out of it. I mean, each and every person have, you know, it's important in different ways. The hare might be faster, but you mentioned there might be a sense of protection by the elephant.
Yeah, but it depends this time what does the hare want.
Because it says the hare must not try to become the elephant's traveling companion.
Must
not
because
try
the elephant
to
can
become.
also just by accident tread on the hare and the hare would be completely so therefore there are certain angles that you can explore, but for me what I where I'm inclined to go towards is like the speed, the fastness, the urgency of your mission, and anything that will delay your mission you should just leave it behind and then go to accomplish
and focus on the mission.
I think very much when I read it, I was thinking along those lines. If you want to achieve something and you have a purpose, it might be at college, it might be at university or school, and you're studying and there are people who would distract you from that. Don't follow them, don't follow the crowd. You know, be focused on what it is you want to achieve and what you want to do, and do it, you know, because at the end of the day, you fail alone, you know. You know, the result, you will have your name and your bad marks that you achieved or failed to achieve. You know, the good marks you failed to achieve or the bad marks you did achieve. So, you know, if you want to do it and you want to succeed, you might say, yeah, I can see those people, they're having fun over there, but
they distract us.
You know, they might distract me from my studies and so on. And then you decide that, yeah, we'll remain friends, but I'm not going to hang with you guys. I'm not going to work.
And you have that at school sometimes, people that would drag you back rather than, you know, help to move forward. So you need to cut off those and then focus. Because if you hang with those type of people, then it can affect you, even though you are a performing student. But the fact that you are hanging with people that are completely disinterested, doing other things, you might be swayed into going along with them and then start being mischievous. So
that's my
it
take.
makes sense, and I agree with you people.
so choose your friends wisely.
Indeed.
Peer influence
So
sometimes.
once again,
Yes.
Yes.
we're back with the Bambara people, Baldes people.
My people, you know. Yeah, so we'll take a short break. After the break, then we'll take a look at the papers.
Virtually.
Gambia's
again,
leader in
because
optical
people
care with 5 locations offering the best in visual health. With cutting-edge European technology, Opticalia delivers single vision lenses in just 20 minutes. At Opticalia, we care about our future. Eye exams are free for individuals under 18, ensuring everyone has access to quality eye care. But it's not just about vision. Opticalia also provides advanced audiology services to ensure your hearing health is in the best hands. Our audiology services offer European standard hearing aids and diagnostics, ensuring everyone can hear clearly. Whether it's testing or treatment, you can trust Opticalia for your auditory care. Opticalia offers European standard products, fair prices, and exceptional value all under one roof. Visit Opticalia at the Tropic Shopping Center near Senegambia or call us on 7767-121 or at any of our regional branches. Banjul 7767-126, Brikama 7767-123, Farafenni 7767-124, Basse 7767-125. Opticalia, love what you see and hear.
I can see clearly.
Well, Jimmy Cliff, the legendary musician.
we were
I
just
mean,
talking about Jimmy Cliff before we came back.
He passed
on
away
air.
at 81.
81,
Right?
yeah,
Yes.
81.
I mean, I know Ade would be definitely
It's nostalgic
able
now,
to tell
yeah.
us more about
these
Jimmy
songs,
Cliff.
yeah.
In fact, I when the news broke, because I started getting all these messages popping on my phone, and I belong to various WhatsApp groups, and then I said to them, like a lot of them remember that he twice went to Sierra Leone. He also went to Ghana, Guinea,
And he came to
Liberia.
Gambia as well.
Ah, well, you see,
Yes.
so I couldn't find, but I found video of him
Okay.
In Sierra Leone, and I shared it. In
Our
fact,
director would have played Jimmy Cliff for us on the program. The director, if you can please search for his video, play it for us.
Well,
so
we
that
can't play any of his music because of copyright matters. But so I shared that, and it went viral. Before you knew it, it was being shared on about and it's just a really short 35-second clip. He's at the airport. He's being interviewed by one of the Sierra Leonean.
And he had many hits. Let me go through. Some people will remember
Loads
which
and
one
loads
was
of
their
hits.
best. You know, The Harder They Come. This was in '72. Remember, in the movie as well, a movie titled Many Rivers to Cross. You know, you can get it if you really want it. Sitting in Limbo, Wonderful World, Beautiful People. I think that's my favorite.
Okay.
Vietnam also was quite big, you know. I Can See Clearly Now. That's quite popular. That was '93. Treat the Youths Right, The Universal Emperor, Time Will Tell. You know,
And
he had many
lots and lots of hits.
hits.
And there was one that was particularly popular in West Africa in the kind of late 70s, Bongo Man. Huge hit. And yeah, I mean, very much somebody who is credited with kind of the global popularizing of reggae music.
Absolutely.
Because when the film The Harder They Come came out, it was a big hit in America,
Indeed.
particularly, and a lot of Americans who really hadn't, even though they were big sort of Jamaican communities and big, that film kind of really sort of hit.
1972, that was.
Yeah, we should have played the video, but due to copyright, we wouldn't be able to.
If I'd known that we were going to be, I would have shared the clip.
Yes, we would have.
Yeah, it's just a
I
passing
know one of
mention
his songs where he said, "Who made the sun? Who made the moon?" I know only that song.
Yeah.
But I have no idea of what you people are talking about now.
The others.
Well, you know, I'm sure you know you can get it if you really want it. You know,
well,
as
this is
well.
it.
That's
And
also
he
another
had
one.
a couple of hits that were also hits by other people as well. You can get it if you really. It was also a hit by
Vietnam
Mandeka.
as well during the war of
Yeah.
Vietnam. He produced
Oh wow,
And
nice.
he was a conscious guy, and he kept coming back and back to Africa because he said he loved Africa. He said he always felt at home in African countries. So
Yeah, well, I was really surprised that he was 81. I thought he was a lot older than 81, you know.
And I was
because
saying to Malik that he had his first hit when he was a teenager, and so because of that lengthy career, we tend to think, oh, you know, he must be much older, but he was quite young when he had his first hit in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so let's move on. The Standard newspaper: government secures $2 billion to purchase groundnuts.
Well, there you go. So,
So-
this year we don't expect any issues in regard to farmers getting their cash.
Well,
because
this is
that's
it.
quite substantial. I think that should be able to purchase all the
$2
groundnuts
billion.
they have
That's a
in
lot
their-
of money, huh?
Indeed.
Well, it sounds like a lot, and we just hope that, because one of the things they were complaining about was the method of payment. They were saying they wanted cash,
But now
not electronic.
They will get it cash
They'll
in
get
hand.
cash, yeah.
So-
So you know,
so no
so no
issues.
more issues. Except you'll have a few who said, no, I want it sent electronically
you know.
because I don't want to be walking around with bags of money. So
you see.
you'll never.
But at
please
some point,
everybody.
they'll have to adjust because the world is changing
Yeah, of
and the digitalization of a lot of things is here to stay. So those who are digitally illiterate must be trained to adjust because that's the new reality as we go into the future. So yes, it's difficult, it's challenging, but that transitional phase has to be there. It's never easy when you transition from one thing to another, but it's the fact of life that the entire globe is now changing. They can attest to that. In most European countries you go now, you hardly even see physical money because it's all electronic. It's either on your phone or your card. Even cards are becoming thing of the past now. So it's the world is changing and very fast. So therefore, electronic payment is something that
On the
is here
top
to stay.
right corner of the Standard newspaper, defected Bondali Nam tells constituents that Jammeh will never come back.
Can we move on, please?
We have
Having
exhausted
Jammeh
that
stories.
topic of Jammeh. It's
I'm
so
fed up.
boring now. You know, he
Yeah.
can do whatever he wants. We are here and we are here
Please
to
come
wait.
let
So
us
NAMS
Coming,
approved
going,
50
going,
million,
coming.
$50 million is for Meet the People tour.
Okay, they reduced 2
which
million.
is a reduction
That's-
by 2 million.
that's a
It's,
pittance.
that's like a spit in the ocean. Really.
Yeah.
So
it's not
oil spill in Banjul, government explains. I mean,
there's been an oil spill.
Very serious. Any oil
it's quite
spill will
exposed, yeah.
affect the marine, will
Ecosystem.
affect the ecosystem, and they need to be really
Standard.
very, very, alert with regard to safety measures. Those things are not things that because the cleanup is very difficult, and I don't think we have that capacity, nor the technology, nor the wherewithal to clean up when it's quite huge. So health and safety measures must be put in place, respected, and enforced. That's the only way to avoid.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Saudi Arabia and Gambia signed historic sports cooperation agreement.
Yeah, our
probably it will somehow change our dynamics when it comes to sports. Yeah, I mean we complain about.
You're very optimistic. You're very optimistic. The mere signing of an agreement is not going to change it. Okay, so let me tell you.
Yeah.
7 years ago, FIFA put almost $12 million at our disposal to say for football. FIFA Plus.
Claim it.
Claim it. We barely claimed half of it. So just signing an agreement doesn't mean anything until it is delivering results and success, possibly. Then yes, but yes, we're glad, but I'm not getting excited yet.
Probably we are going to learn from our previous mistakes and claim this one, maybe. But I believe signing it too, it's another step forward.
Yeah, and I think we should say also that part of this has come about because our officials happen to be in Saudi for the Islamic Games, and it's good that they've used this opportunity to actually make these sorts of deals, because I've always said that when you go to these places, that particular places where they can fund us, we don't make any kind of deals. And that's why about 3 years ago, when I think the then president of Namibia, I think it was, he went for the UN General Assembly and he used his speech to basically advertise and sell his country, not make some long-winded speech about world peace and so on, where we can't impact the war in Ukraine and so on. Don't make a speech about Ukraine. Tell them about my country has this. I loved his speech. I thought it was the best speech of any African president that year. And he used it to kind of thing. So when we have these opportunities and we have these platforms, yes, let's seize the chance.
Well, such conferences are meant to create that environment where you have to engage with your partners and then sign bilateral relationships on the side and network with others. Powers, that are greater than you, that have the potential to sponsor certain things. Those are the roles of the officials. That's why we send them to these things, so that they can come up with something tangible, and then we start seeing results. We hope there would be something out of this, because Saudi Arabia, we know, they have huge amounts of monies, there. So how do you leverage and tap into that? That's the role of good diplomats. So we hope that they will take it from here and then get something out of it.
It would be good to see the details of the agreement, and what we're going to benefit from it. But on the face of it, it's good. I mean, I don't mean to be kind of completely negative, but we've been here before when we've signed good deals, and it hasn't sort of morphed into anything.
So on the Point newspaper, Minister Bah, warns against selling government lands.
I don't know how anybody can sell
not only government lands, but someone's, citizens' lands as well. I think
especially government
the
land.
illegal selling of another man's land.
That will always happen.
It's really something that.
But what is even more shocking is when you sell government land, because apart from government, nobody else should have the right to sell it.
But all these can be resolved through what we are talking digitalization, and we have a new ministry whose function and responsibility is to ensure that everything is digitalized. They should work onto this thing, create a land register that is digitalized, map all the land. Gambia is not big, ensure that anything. So you don't even have to go to the lands office. You can search and see the history of a particular land, who owns it, is it been transferred, or all these details are there, the history of that, and then you will be able to know what you're getting into. So these are things that are doable, but I don't know why, but
because everything's on paper, and then you go somewhere. I know of an instance where it was alleged there was a court case not long after I came to the Gambia, and it was alleged that the papers relating to the land were at the police station, and a fire occurred and destroyed all the original documents. Whether that fire was genuine or not, you had to kind of be skeptical. And then it made it really, really difficult. That case started in 2018. I came here in 2019, and that case is still not resolved because of that particular incident. So Malik is right.
Well, I believe many people are going through a lot when it comes to land mapping and also identifying a specific land that belongs to an individual. But sometimes probably it can be more of an interest-based thing, because once an officer steps into your land to check whether the land belongs to you or not, or whether this is the right location for your land or fencing, you know, there is a token allegedly that is put on that. So I sometimes interest can lead to certain things to avoid even digitalizing certain things.
Yeah, I mean, this thing that started this conversation, we're talking about government land. So I don't know what the situation here is in the Gambia, but in Sierra Leone,
who sold the government land or something?
In Sierra Leone, they have every piece of government land has a kind of concrete post that's about this high.
Peg.
Yeah, and it has a particular mark on it. I mean, you can knock it down, obviously, but they all have it, saying which demarcates it as government land, and it is, you know, not to be sold.
So probably Minister is talking about the TDA. You know, there are lands. I can remember when I was doing the Smiling Coast, there was a time I went around with the Gambia Tourism Board, and they were knocking down, you know, some of the demarcations. People were trying to intrude, or some of them were encroaching into
on government,
the government lands. Yeah. So
well, land transfer is not that simple for somebody to just come and transfer government land, especially that area.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is digitalization, land reform. They've been talking about it. They should put in measures where it will protect both the interests of the general public and individuals that have stakes in some of these areas. So that would address it, and it's not complicated.
No.
Countries are doing it now. If you go
countries,
to
countries 100,000 times the size of Gambia are doing it.
If you want to buy any property in the West, you just go
come
to
on.
search, and then it will give you all the details.
Absolutely.
Then you know the history of that land. You know what
So
you're getting into.
I think the first step is to digitalize everything.
Absolutely.
To make sure everything is
Let there be
digitalized.
land
If you
reform.
want to know about the TDA, you just type the TDA.
and
if
map
you want
the
to know
entire
about, yes.
country,
Yeah.
not just the
O-
TDA.
otherwise,
the whole, you
there'll
can
be-
know, you know, the land that is, you know, meant whether it's customary land or and so they can easily do that.
Exactly. So let's move to Guinea-Bissau. I mean, I read a report. I mean, Sissoho Mbalo is claiming to be victorious, and the main opposition leader is also claiming victory. You know, so there is a lot of
It's an evolving situation.
Fernando Diaz da Costa,
yeah. So I think
to be precise, is also
58.80%.
that's now just to caution you. This is from an independent site, electiongb.org, electionguineabissau.org. That has been mapping the results as they've been coming in. We haven't had anything from the official electoral commission as yet, so we don't know. But that's
So these are unconfirmed.
Yes, absolutely.
Unconfirmed
we have
reports
to be very
by
clear
the
about that.
officials.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
let's be
That
careful.
is a situation
Yeah.
that is evolving.
It happens.
So-
It happens even in the Gambian election when people were producing their own, based on
Yeah, we see
voter
that in-
population,
yeah.
probably.
I mean, there are lots of things that you can look at in this thing, but for me, one of the most shocking things about the results is if you look at the Bafata region. Now, Bafata has the country's, Malik has the country's second biggest city, Bafata. Bafata, look at the turnout.
7.3%.
It's the lowest in the whole country.
And it's the biggest,
Second biggest.
second biggest.
Second biggest.
Okay.
And 7.3%. I mean, you have
Voter
places.
upper.
That's pathetic.
Is
Those
that's
people are literally
unbelievable.
have revolted.
I mean, you have places. I mean, the next lowest is 48%, and they had 7.3% turnout. shocking.
That's really bad. That's really
you
not
know,
reflecting. that's a
yes,
rejection of all
of everything. You're sort of rejecting even getting involved in the process.
We are hoping to get a correspondent from Guinea-Bissau to brief us, update us what is happening, because now the situation is very volatile, and we know
we've got footage of people voting.
We know Guinea-Bissau is prone to coup d'etats. We know that it's been happening. So people are sitting on tenterhooks waiting to see what direction is this going, since both parties, the main players, are all claiming to be winners. They're both saying that they don't need second round. They've already secured it. But what is important is they have institutions. They have an independent electoral commission, just as we do here, and they are the only people responsible to declare results officially. So yes, we are going by all these arguments that are coming. We're waiting by Thursday. We hope we'll get something clear from them, and we hope that there will be stability, because the region don't need any more coup d'etats.
Well, I hope they will handle it maturely.
Absolutely.
And you know, for peace to remain in Guinea-Bissau.
Yes.
I mean, we understand how Guinea-Bissau suffered in the past from instability and other coup attempts and coup plots. So it's important for them to learn from the past and handle this maturely.
Yes, the voice of the people should matter. What is legitimate and legal? If the people have decided to vote for anyone, I think, and the process is transparent, because we have the AU and many other observers are there, and they would be making reports as well to tell us how it went. So we are hoping that, like you said, there will be tranquility, and the independent or the electoral commission solely responsible for the official announcement of the results, will by Thursday announce the winner. If there is no outright winner, because they need 50+1, then they can go to second round of voting. That is their system. So we hope so.
We hope so, because one of the reasons why we appeal for calm and for sense to prevail in all these countries is because when there is instability, of course, it spills over.
Absolutely.
So it's not just the country that is destabilized. The region becomes destabilized because people then start to move because of the instability. And of course, they
you know, thinking about the location of Guinea-Bissau, almost, you know, each and every person might have a connection, I mean, to Guinea-Bissau. So
It's the sub-region.
This
geopolitical setting. Geographically,
absolutely. Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Guinea-Conakry. These are very close neighbors. So
we are watching very keenly and closely. So we hope we'll be bringing you updates. We have a correspondent there that is a partner. So as soon as we get hold of him, then we'll be providing you update as to what is happening. Yeah.
Well,
so any more from the newspapers? Or?
Yeah, so I think we've exhausted most of the main stories of the newspapers. Actually, I don't tell if you want to delve into
No, I was just
stories.
I've had enough of jamming.
Yeah, so Mr. Carr, thank you very much for reviewing the stories with us. And the way I'm saying things this week, we are going to engage you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So viewers, will be right back after the break. Gilabila radiyallahu anha waɗi noddingol folongol e islam noddingol tawa e diine men on julɓe ɓen noddinte ɗoye ɓe yahude ɓe juula enen fof daroɗen dula goto si tawi ka jogiɗo ma ala fof juula laaɓi 5 e ñallal ngal Aji Bank Limited no welti fi tawede laaɓi 3 oɗo agent competition fi ɓe dépensamo ɓe ɓeydanamo doole ɗum ɗo ko fi tun hoolagol ko wonɗen kon ha para yiɗa daro fonka ko annduɗa ɗum ɗon woni ko hawti en kon ɗum woni hoolagol ha para noon kadi noddingol fi juulen awa tawe ɗum ɗo joni an kadi ɓeydita hen e sengo ko annduɗa ko ɗum woni noddingol waɗu vidéo joni nulda e WhatsApp hara hiɗa noddina e oɗon number 3373555 ɗo e balɗe 34 lewru December 2025 meɗen jogui yimɓe ɓe annduɗa hiɓe jogui gandal ko kamɓe darata te noon kadi min noddoya on ɗo ka QTV fi wawa yiide poɗodiron e ko ɓuura andirede e final on fi wawon yiide on gañike te noon ɓe jonniray ko annduɗa ko ɗum woni certificate ji mbuuɗi kanyum kadi e piiji boy 2026 national and competition ko aji bank dépense ɗum aji bank yo investment partner.
naine dake network koto mi yalonko wole warta nyim banko kan adung adabe soniari wala nyama imuna fang telefono la mi yalonko abe seniari adung internet wobe tariari nyindum kiusel dorne sinyin nati aleno ibori yela kiusel line ota customer care mi suti atima bi kiusel network ko mi warta network ko beti adung adabe soniari kiusel sunu boss ndolanga silo walang dulia bulan noma.
QCell, the fastest growing network in the Gambia, now presents to you the eSIM. QCell's eSIM allows you to electronically scan a code and join the world of digital SIM cards. Customers with physical SIMs can easily switch to the eSIM as well. So rush now and get connected with an eSIM and start using the latest mobile technology with your trusted GSM operator. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Bokal si network bu gëna rëy gëna yombale si réewi Gambia bi fii jëfandikool kool bu set internet bu gaaw li yëpp si njëg bu yomba fii si QCell dawal léegi si suñ customer care bu la gëna jege ñu may la QCell line te doo si fay dara QCell network bu gëna rëy te it gëna yombale si réew mi fii QCell suñu bas ñoo xaali yoon bi ñeneen toppa.
Yeah, so we are back. You're watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Thank you very much for always tuning into this program, and to our brother Ibrahim Jawara in the United States of America, and to our brother Banki in Madrid, Spain. He follows this program and sent his comments. How are you and your family? Now let's move on to the other segment of this program. We have Spanish doctors that visited the Gambia, and they are conducting free surgeries at the Fajikunda Health Center. They were on our news. And we already have the team here. You know, it's important for us to engage them. But first, I'll just allow the young lady to introduce herself and tell us what she does in the Gambia.
Good morning, Ibrahima. Thank you very much for inviting us this morning. I am Violeta Insa. I'm the Surgeon Affairs of the Embassy of Spain in the Gambia. And I'm accompanying Jose Maria. He's the head of the NGO that is leading this campaign of free surgeries.
Yes.
Welcome both of you to the program.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Jose Maria.
Jose Maria.
Bereguiain is a very difficult name. And Moran is second in Spanish there too.
Yeah.
Moran is more English
Yeah. Yes.
than usual.
Yes. So first, let's engage Violeta on the reason behind, these NGO coming to the Gambia, to provide these services.
Well, Spain and the Gambia, as you know, they are very close. We are very close in terms of distance. We're very close to one another. We have a lot of bonds in terms of family, friends, living there, living in Spain. Almost 30,000 Gambians are living in Spain right now. And we have a lot of Spanish also here in the Gambia, working, also helping as volunteers in NGOs, in different sectors. So let's say the relations are very strong. The bonds are very strong between our communities. So that's why our people from Spain, they show their solidarity through this campaign. So not only in the health sector, but we have a lot of NGOs that decided to come to Gambia in different sectors because of these bonds, because they know Gambians in Spain, because it's a very close and a partnership. So that's why the NGO especially is focused in health. ASEDA is an NGO based in the Canary Islands in Spain. And they have been for almost 3 years organizing surgery campaigns, free campaigns. But they also help bring in equipment, also medicines, and which is very important, training, because every time that the doctors are here, the Spanish surgeons are here, they are providing training and they are exchanging knowledge and practices with the health staff of the Gambia, which I think is very important.
Yeah.
So, Jose Maria, how good is your English? Because we no habla español.
No, I will try.
Yes,
all
let's take it gradually.
I learned in Gambia my English.
Yeah, step by step.
Yes, step by step.
Okay, so was this your first visit to the Gambia?
No, I was here 7 years ago, and the first contact is because I am living in Canary Island. It's not far. And in this time, winter, it's possible to come to Gambia from Spain in 2 hours half. And now, winter close with the COVID, the flights and is of 8-9 hours. But in the first time, very easy to come. And when I arrived, I fell in love with the country. And take contact with this NGO, ACEDA, is in Canary Island, and they are running a school in Lamin, sponsoring about 600, 700 children.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that the happiness, the smiles of the children. In Europe, there are no children. It's a very big problem. And the world of the one country is the children, of course.
Absolutely.
And in this way, 3 years ago, I saw in the school many children with big hernias, and was very, very disappointed. And I tried to look for one solution, and was very important the contact with Rosa Maria Martinez, was a teacher in American University, and helped me for contacts, and put in 3 years, just 3 years ago, now in November, the Syrian.
So you are here in the name of ACEDA.
Yes, this is the
organization.
The organization.
And you've been coming to the Gambia for 3 years.
For 3 years for operations, but in the first years, about 5 years ago, in the school, Lamine School, and we built a school, a small school in Lamine also, Canarias Lamine School, and it was this education activity.
Yeah.
But now, God put in my way the operations.
For people like us who live in Lamine, we have seen what the Spanish doctors have been doing. We do receive a lot of them that comes to the Lamine Health Center, where they help treatments, take care of, patients. We've seen that. I live in Lamine, and I know the activities that most of the Spanish does in. So let's talk about the type of surgeries, that are offered, during this trip.
The surgeries begin with children, with the children. And in 3 years ago, we make about 10 sessions of operations for children's adults. Adults is very important in the goiters. Goiters are very, very difficult to operate, and if the goiters grow, it's not possible to respire. And the goiters is very, very important disease that need solutions. And in this way, another disease is very, very important to operate. And in this moment, we have about 1,000 patients operated in 3 years,
1,000.
and 1,200 operations.
Oh, that's a lot, huh?
Yeah, and many, I think, is because I am here with my age. many lives was saved.
Hernias also.
Hernias for adults also,
Tumors.
and tumors, many diseases, and is I want to because for me it was emotional. The 1 week ago, the before team for adults, they was operating in German clinic because in Canifing was another group of another country, and they let us the space. And one mother arrived in the night with a big pain, and with the children. And the team was going to the hotel and come back. Come and try the pain.
They were about to leave.
And told me if we go 5 minutes before, she died. Is that for what we are working in Gambia?
So we want to know the operations. I've seen on the flyer, the operation is free.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to establish that.
So when the doctors come, how long do they normally stay for?
About 10 days.
10 days.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, Vehilotia, I mean, you've been in the Gambia for a while now, and you've been interacting with a lot of people, the government. You've been interacting with private institutions, individuals. What do you think the Gambia needs when it comes to, social activities? What do you think the Gambia needs as far as you are concerned and representing your country in the Gambia?
As social activities.
When it comes to social being of Gambian people, how to make sure, it progress when it comes to healthcare system.
Well, I think it's a teamwork. I think the partners were important, but the most important is the Gambian people. And the Gambian people is the future. The youth of the Gambia is the future. And when I see young entrepreneurs, when I see companies thriving, when I see, you go in the streets and you see things are moving. I think this is what will move the country forward and will make progress, the Gambian people. And I see a lot of power in the Gambian people. So of course it's a teamwork, the government, the partners, the citizens will have to work together, the NGOs, and we will all contribute in our ways. But I think the Gambian people have inside a strength, a power that will progress, will make this country progress. And
So carry on.
No, yeah, so in health sector is a matter of continue supporting the sector because it's a very costly sector. Even in Europe, a good quality health sector costs a lot of money. So it's normal that in the Gambia also is a sector that needs more support, more investment, like in many other countries. So the work they do is very important because they bring knowledge and they save countless lives. But of course, the system has to be strengthened, with more specialities, medical specialities, with better equipment. What we are seeing that the government is trying to reinforce.
I was kind of going to touch on that because you've talked about when people come, there's a kind of exchange of ideas and also training of local. Have you come across any case where the doctors have said, look, we can't treat this patient here, might have to send them abroad? Have you come across any cases like that, or have you been able to deal with all the ones that you've come across?
Well, usually the doctors, when they come, they prepare the campaigns in advance. They have the list of patients that they are gonna
I was gonna
operate.
say, how do you get the patients?
Exactly.
Right.
In the hospital, there are a waiting list of people. So when the team comes, they fast track and they can do a lot of operation in a short period of time. So they study the cases in advance. They have the list of the patients. They bring the medicines. They bring the equipment they need so that they can perform as many operations as possible. So it's very unfortunate and very sad when they cannot. But usually, every time they come and they screen the patients, they can. And if not, since they are coming periodically, they can collaborate with the next team, and sometimes they start with a patient, they do a surgery, and the next team coming 4 or 5 months later continue with the treatment, because maybe people need to surgery sometimes, no? Sometimes they come, for instance, for to cure burnt people, the plastic surgeons, and maybe it's not one surgery, it's not enough, so the next team. So the good thing is that very well coordinated, all the teams. So
there are follow-ups.
There are follow-ups, and even the doctors, they are in touch with the patients when they leave. They have WhatsApp groups, and they can, and the doctors in Canifin or in the hospitals, they are in contact with the Spanish surgeons. So so they do a follow-up on the patients. They can talk and discuss about the patient's status.
The hospital is very important, the activity for preparing the operations and prepare the patients overall in the goiters, because they need following and check the conditions for the operations. It's not possible to operate, and the collaboration of Canifin is very important. Is the most campaigns developed in Canifin and Bundung Hospital, and the doctor in this hospital check the patients before operations, collect the patients. If without this help, it was impossible to do.
Because once the 10 days are up, and that was the reason I was asking how long they are, there has to be follow-up, where obviously you have to leave them in the hands of Canifin or Bundung, and then say, you know, we'll keep in touch, so you can update us as to how the patient is, you know, the kind of prognosis.
They got into the theater operation at 8 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock in the night, we maybe go.
Right.
So let's talk about decentralizing this. I mean, not only Greater Banjul area, but do you have intention to visit the remotest village in the Gambia? We have Basse, we have Fatoto, Koina, you know?
Sure, this program began with contact with Surgeons in Action. Surgeons in Action is a big organization, and they are working in several countries in Gambia. And before COVID, they were operating in Farafeni. And in Farafeni, with the COVID, cut but now...
And it hasn't resumed since then? They have not resumed in Farafeni since then?
In Farafeni, now we think to come back in the time. But in Bian, and Bian, we have in collaboration with another NGO for oculist operation and ophthalmologic operations, and here in Banjul also. But we brought people from Basse. Yesterday,
patients. They
call
patients from the rural areas.
Yes, we was paying yesterday the transport, and the mother was with several mother with children yesterday in Fayicunda, and it's emotional that mother is coming with 10 hours, and we support the transport, but we need to reach everywhere.
Exactly. So, I mean, Violeta, is there any projects that Spain is looking forward to implement in the Gambia in the future?
Well, we have several projects. Apart from supporting the NGOs, which is very important, we have projects that we are funding through different institutions, like through the EU, for instance. We are funding a lot of projects because we are part of the EU, and every project that the EU is carrying out is funded by the member states, as Spain. So, for instance, 2 weeks ago, the EU launched a project to support social assistance to migrants, reintegration of returnees, and one of these components is going to be implemented by the Spanish Red Cross. Spanish Red Cross is based in the Gambia, in the Gambian Red Cross, implementing the projects that are funded by Spain or by the EU. So this program is very important to support the integration and the social assistance to migrants and returnees. We have with the GTHI a new program also to support the training in the touristic sector, also funded by the EU but implemented by an institution in Spain. We will reinforce the training of hospitality students, and we will try to do exchanges, you know, so they can go and do internships in Spain to improve the quality of the trainings. And we will also provide a basic Spanish course in this place. We are also funding school feeding. We have a big project in the Foni area for supporting 50 schools.
wow, 50.
Yeah, school feeding is very important, no? And it's important to work with the local farmers, so they can provide the food, and we create livelihoods also for the farmers.
Absolutely.
Which is very important. So we are, yes?
Anything relating to sports, because if you walk around here, Gambia, you'll see people who are Athletic Bilbao, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Just in terms of, you know, scholarships for people to go and train as coaches and so on, are there any things like that in the pipeline? Because people are crazy about sports in this country, particularly athletics and football.
Yes, scholarships, we are working a lot on it, and we are having more and more Gambian students in our universities in Spain. We are having in the past 3 years almost 50 students in Jaén, in one of the universities of the south of Spain. So to give legal, you know, ways and safe ways and to go and study or work in Spain, for us is very important. It's a priority. So in universities, in high school, we're trying to encourage more scholarship. And in sports, it's also, we know, is a passion, no? In this country. Children love football. And I don't want to confirm something that is not yet, but we are working. We are working with football clubs. We are working with Barcelona. We are working with Sevilla Football Club to bring initiatives, to bring maybe academies here, to train people here, related also to school, because to education, because we want to children do sports, but also attend school is very important, and don't quit education. So we are working with football clubs, and we are working, and some NGOs, also Spanish NGOs, are focused on sports and are doing. They're having their little academies in a way to support, but always linked to education, because sports. We cannot forget.
You can't just depend on sports. You know, you have in Ajax where they train, but they also go to school.
Exactly, it's very important.
Exactly. So, I mean, is there intention for other, you know, diseases to be taken care of by the Spanish doctor in the future?
We have the intention that amplify the field, extend the field in another areas of surgeons. We need the collaboration of the government and there is, I want to name the Chosan. Chosan is a Gambian NGO, linked with the social, and they are helping us strongly. And maybe I think if the machine of the collaboration in the several parts, we can grease this collaboration. Maybe we can extend to another areas. And it's very important in areas that there is not a solution like cancer, for example. And we are very worried in several areas that we can't do anything now. And we are very, very, very worried for that. I would like to do something together, and it's very important, the collaboration, very near collaboration for push this. There are many doctors, institutions in Spain, they are willing to collaborate in Gambia. We need to put in order all that and fix all that for running.
I want to mention at this point, since you are touching base, that the Minister of Health of the Gambia has the chance to visit Spain recently. So it was like 3 weeks ago, our Minister of Health and Minister Samate met in Madrid. And this was discussed, no? How to strengthen, reinforce the collaboration in the health sector, maybe sign an MOU and exchange more knowledge and give more opportunities for training, maybe see how to deal with other more difficult, or complex,
complicated,
complicated
diseases.
cases like tumors.
Because I've
with the
in-
co- with
yeah.
the sorry with the I want to name the ambassador Gambian ambassador
Okay.
in Spain,
Spain.
Noah. Mr. Noah, and he is a wonderful person pushing all this.
Yeah, that's because I've invited a lot of health specialists on this platform, and all they complained about, okay, we don't have this, we don't have that, especially when it comes to cancer. Let's talk about cervical cancer, for example.
Yeah, for
they will
example.
tell you we don't have the machine. I mean, that will really help break the cancer. You know, so these are things that when you tell them why, they'll tell you they are very expensive. We cannot get them. You know, so I mean, are you thinking of maybe in the future to provide machines, even though we cannot do anything about things like cancer?
I think
You
in
brought
Europe
machines, no?
there are machines for the I need the file is in the connection, the communication, and to make projects, believers project that the government in Spain or the authorities believe in the project, and we with that can put together the strong of and the maybe is the communication the problem, not the machines, not the.
But you brought incubators, you bring respirators. They brought
we
equipment.
bring in every.
How to call it for the scan, no? CT scan
now
for babies.
to scanners, to respirators.
Oh, yeah.
and
They've been bringing some equipment.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Nice.
We need to fix all for running for reach the people that more need the health, and they are desperate because can't look for a solution.
Yeah, Ade, I think.
I mean, just
Yes.
to ask if there's anything else you'd like to say, or and then I would like to ask you both completely kind of random question, your impressions of Gambia from your first time when you came to now. What has been what are the most significant changes that you've seen
From the first time.
from the
to
first
now.
time to now?
Gambia is growing, of course,
Right.
and you can see that Gambia is growing. But I think that the poor people, by the moment, need to get another level in overall in health.
In health,
Because in education is
It's getting
very extent, but
Yeah.
the health when the people have a health problem, is the deep problem and need to solve this problem. If not, there are many people, for example, that can work because can't see because one cataract. And it's horrible that you can't do anything because you can see, and with one simple operation
It can be
we
fixed.
can. And there are many operations in Canifin Hospital, for example. I don't say that Gambia don't do this operation, though, but many people in the camps in the country need these operations. If we can do this operation before in the time, we give the seed to
give
this
them back to their
people.
Yeah.
And for you, Violetta, what's your first impressions to now? And how long have you been in the Gambia?
I've been here for 2 years and 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
time flies.
Yeah.
But I think the first impression I had, I still have it, and I was captivated by the personality of the Gambians. You are warm, the warm welcome I had, and your character, your openness. I was amazed by that, and today now I can say I still feel it and even more.
Wonderful.
And now I get to have friends, many friends here in this country. So I think that is something that hasn't changed and that will remain. But in general, I see the countries moving. It's moving. It's in progress. It's growing, and people want to do more. The youth want to do more. They have potential. They have dreams. So I think if they channel it, if they find the right way to channel it and to make it here, it can be a big
and
impact.
Just one quick one. I know you want. Just is there an intention to open an institute where people can go and learn Spanish if they want to learn Spanish?
Yeah, we are
Where can they
working.
go?
We are working on it a lot, and we hope to have a Spanish course in the university,
Yeah, okay,
in the
good.
UTG.
Okay.
We're working on it. Hopefully next year we will start to give free lessons Spanish, because they have French, they have a Chinese, they have and
exactly,
Spanish. We should have it.
And,
also.
exactly.
Considering the relation between Gambia and Spain,
Yes.
we should have it here.
So we want to start in the university because the problem is the lack of Spanish teachers. If we train Spanish teachers, then we will have teachers in the education system, high school, schools. But we need to start in the university. But also in the GTHI, they're having now Spanish lessons for this group in this program.
Oh, wonderful.
But after this program, we hope it will continue, and we are working on that because we think language will even bring us more together.
Of course.
Thank you, Violeta, for coming on the program, and thank you, Doctor.
Jose Maria.
I am no doctor.
Oh, okay.
It's not a doctor.
All right. So we wish.
I am jubilee.
So we wish you all the best, and we hope you will return again, and take care of the health system in the Gambia, because you are doing a very good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So viewers, at this point, we'll take a short break. After the break, the program continues.
These tracks have become my wall, my arena of victory and fear. I relentlessly walk, push, strain, and stretched. Moments when every fiber of my being screams, give up. But the fire within me won't let me quit. Despite the burning muscles, in this sport, every moment matters. Every second counts. My failures, my dreams, my pain, my triumphs, they propel me forward beyond all limits. I am Gina Mariam Basbite, and this is Sunyubus.
In the vibrant heart of the Gambia, where life pulses with energy and connections bind us together, your number is the key that unlocks a world of possibilities. Whether you're chasing dreams, sharing passions, or simply brightening someone's day, your number matters in the symphony of our daily lives. 2 numbers connect us all. What's your number?
Man la Ami Kole, maa ngi ni Craft Market Serekunda, may jaay ay malaan, ay keyring, te suma number mooy 522 7306.
Assalamualaikum. Aha, ko katapila men fali so mi jonnam no mama si mi wara ma kole. Padu 3 7 3 6 9 4 4.
Téléphone yi lañ bëggoon seen téléphone si ngeen bëgg. Waaw, Alice baa ngi nii. Waaw, yaa booy. Mooy li ma la doon di waxal ndax soo passé sa grade 9 exam bi dinaa la surprise.
Papa jërëjëf papa kontaan naa papa.
Mooy 507 54 4.
We are back. You are watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. From engaging the Spanish team, now we head to another segment. And it's going to be the phone call from our regional correspondent. Phone calls? Yes, phone calls, a lot of them. And Mr. Adi doesn't love them. Not a fan of phone call. Yeah, someone is on the line. Yes, we have Musa, one of our correspondent.
Musa will tell us where he is.
Yes. Hello, Musa. Yes. How are you? How are you, Samba, Mr. Kamara? Good morning.
Yes.
Mr. Adi. Yes.
It's
how is URR?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Yes, it's good to have you once again. I mean, it's important for us to engage you on the harvest season in URR. What can you tell us? What are farmers saying about this year's harvest season?
Okay. This harvest number one in groundnut. As farm done all the things to get to this comes to ground, the difficult, ground, lot of care with ground will be affected and diseases. Year around, all the difficult we are able with it, we had a boat. And all with that we've seen now and all those places around, we've seen improved groundnut side. Farmers are very happy this year.
Yeah,
the line is
yes. So we also have Don Williams on the line. I don't know how is director going to establish the two phone calls at the same time.
Director is very able.
Yes.
Man.
So I mean we have Don Williams on the line. Don, how are you? Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Ali. Good morning, all over there.
Oh, look at this man. He is signing on the screen.
Yes, sir. How are you all doing over there?
Mr. Ade is saying hello.
I'm saying
hello,
Don.
Mr. Ade. Yes, my boss. It's been a while, sir.
It has been a while. And Don, what have you seen so far in terms of harvesting?
I was down there on Saturday night, late at night. So I went down to Combo at night, but I could not get to the office until Sunday. Sunday when I went there, was no one there except myself and Coca.
And the computers. Yes.
Okay.
So I had to come back.
Okay, Don, so from where you are in North Bank region, what have you seen so far in terms of the harvest?
Okay, thank you for that question, sir, and thank you. Actually, farmers in Parapeni and the surrounding rural communities, are you with me?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think farmers in Parapeni and surrounding rural communities seem to be celebrating a successful harvest season.
Okay.
Following months of hard work and favorable weather conditions. Okay, then key crops such as groundnut, millet, and pumpkin have shown significant improvement compared to last year's yield. But according to several local farmers, groundnut is encouraging, except that the last rain almost spoiled their groundnut after uprooting them.
Yeah.
And then millet, a staple food in the region, has also done well. Farmers attributed this early planting, attribute this to early planting.
Okay.
Better seed and better seed variety. You see? Then, the crops have been vital for food security, especially in households relying on traditional diets. Meanwhile, as I said to you, pumpkin farming, mostly done by women and youth groups, has been very, very encouraging.
Okay.
All right? That has boosted due to increased interest in vegetable gardening. Then looking market at now, they are looking for market. Since at the market, I would say, okay, they are seeing fresh pumpkin supply, providing both nutritional income. But as I'm talking to you now, I would say, despite the good news, there are some discouraging news or some bad news in some areas. Some crops are like products of the rice, like for rice. Rice farmers are complaining of inadequate rainfall, which was among the major challenges some of the farmers are facing because they are complaining of inadequate
rainfall. Don,
then, they also, some of them that I spoke to show some concern. Like for that of the groundnut, they out some of their concerns, for which they raised when I spoke to them about the sales of groundnut. They are appealing or calling for an increase in price and timely payment.
Yeah.
Don Williams, do you realize that the government have put aside $2 billion for groundnut this year?
In fact, I even said that to them. I said this year the government have put aside a huge amount of money. But they say yes, they have said it, but they want to see it done. That is what they say.
They want to touch the money.
Yes, and they also appeal for better storage facilities and access to market to reduce post-harvest losses.
Okay. All right. I'm seeing pumpkin on the screen.
He mentioned pumpkin.
Yes, Mr. Adedrame, I think we should try and decentralize our farming mechanism. You know, maybe mixed farming sometimes and farm pumpkin.
No, but Don mentioned pumpkin farmers. He said mainly done by women. And Don, in terms of what you've seen, I mean, you've reported that most of them have been quite pleased, but the rice farmers, I'm surprised at them talking about lack of rainfall, because as far as we heard from the meteorologists, there was enough rainfall. So how is it that farmers are saying that, rice farmers particularly?
Yeah, you know, the crop, like what happened, rice needs lots of water, right, compared to the other crops. The rainfall is adequate for groundnut, fruit, and other crops. But for the rice, that's one of their complaints. This year, the rain is not that they don't have the rain, but before, when you have one rainfall today, maybe it will take 2-3 weeks before another, and that place is now dry.
So
yeah, so we can take a look at Samba. Don, we will come back to you.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don Williams.
So is Samba there? Samba, are you still
giving us updates? And Samba is on the line. Samba, good morning again.
Good morning, Mr. Banley. I'm still here.
Yes, now we are hearing you loud and clear. Please take us through as to the harvest season. What's happening in URR?
Well, as the harvest season is on right now in URR, half of the farmers have done their harvesting, and now is the groundnut shielding. Some others use machine. Some others use machine for the groundnut shielding. Others use the normal local way. That is 2 sticks that they use to beat the groundnut, to separate the groundnut from its branches. And at the end of the day, the people who have the shielding machines require a sort of payment from farmers. Like every bag, they require $200 from it. And if some of the farmers, most of them don't have the ability to pay for such, and they have to do it all around with the manpower. So with rice or with groundnut farming, if you don't have enough animals to be able to accomplish the taxes online, you must have a lot of manpower to be able to do it. Farmers also require proper market at a good rate to encourage them. Most farmers complain that they find it dissatisfying to go all the way to Senegal to attract a better market. And fertilizers are sometimes inadequate, though the ministry is doing a lot about it. Some farmers also told us that when these fertilizers are transported to the region, they are handed to agents, in which these agents also have an additional fee on top of what is to be bought from the normal transaction. So as a matter of fact, it's a bit difficult for the low-income earner to be able to access fertilizers for a smooth production of their products. This year around, when it comes to the rice in Basse, we find out that the rice production was a bit affected by pests and diseases. Some of them have the fertilizers, but they don't even know how to use the fertilizers. Some don't even know the time to apply the fertilizers. at some point we realized that others applied the fertilizer at a time that is inconvenient, and the weed had to take over a lot of plantations. Yeah, when it comes to the rainfall also, the rainfall has a bit retarded the production of rice in my region this year around.
Oh.
Yes. So for all the fields that we've visited, we've seen that the amount of rice that they used to harvest from the previous years is less in this year around.
Oh, that's not good.
Due to the rainfall and to the misapplication of fertilizers. I guess government should, according to farmers, government should innovate farmers on how to use such fertilizers when it comes to chemicalized fertilizers.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, that's a good update there by Samba Kamara.
Excellent update. Samba, you've mentioned rice and you've mentioned groundnuts. Don also mentioned pumpkins. Were there other crops that were being farmed that you saw as you did your rounds?
Yes, there are a couple of crops that are being shown. It's just that we concentrated on these two type of crops, but there are coos and there are a lot of other vegetables that people plant in their farmlands to supplement millet and in Basse here anyway, we concentrate on crops that can feed us and crops that we can easily attract income from.
Yeah.
So most of the farmers are low income earners. They rather cultivate a small piece of land with few things that they survive on than to go in for that large scale that will end up not being the way they want it to be. So for that being the case, farming here is affected by the weather also. Climate change is also something that is affecting areas like Basse here. I can remember the first time when we went to the groundnut fields, I met a farmer who told me that he nearly planted 3 times. So meaning if he was not good enough to have the capital to purchase for all those crops, for all those 3 rounds that they have cultivated, the season would have been on a different side for them. So for that being the case, in Basse here, we find farming as the hardest level because of the implements and those materials that can be used. And the reason why groundnut production is low in my region is the poverty rate. Groundnut and farming in general requires a lot of
water,
a lot of capital and other things to make it happen.
Okay. I think capital.
So,
Samba, just quickly, I think the thing that surprised me most of what you said was about the farmers who said that they need kind of better education in terms of how and when to apply fertilizer, but I think that's something that I hope people from government agencies who are responsible for handing these out, they hear and they take note, and I hope the farmers are able to get that message across, because it's quite serious. If misapplication, as you said, results in sort of them not getting the yield they want, then that's quite serious, because it's really going to impact them.
Yes.
Yeah, but thank you for your roundup. Generally,
Thank
you've given us a really good picture.
Absolutely.
As to what's happening. In URR.
Yes. For most people, they will just, there was a good rainy season, probably enough rains.
I mean, we complained here.
In fact, there was a time I mentioned it on the program. I was like, the rains are good, so I think there will be good crop season this time.
Yeah, and we did stories throughout the week where throughout the month, throughout the year, where we spoke to people in the regions, and they said, the farmers have said, the rains are good, and we're hopeful.
Yes.
But then now we hear that, particularly for rice farmers, they didn't get enough rain.
Probably it might be different from other areas, So thank you, Samba, for updating us. Thank you, Don Williams, the Don himself in Farafenni, for giving us, that update as well.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Ms. Aridame, this is all we have for this morning today.
Gosh. So now we can go and concentrate on finding out what happened in Guinea-Bissau, or what is happening in Guinea-Bissau.
Or what is happening in Guinea-Bissau.
Because it seems to be uncertainty with everybody. Well, not everybody. Two people claiming to have won the election.
Yeah. And it happened in Cameroon.
Happened in Cameroon. Happened in every country where there's been an election in the last 10 years. Happened in America. Donald Trump still says he won.
2016.
Well, 2016 he won. 2020 he said he won again. So it will be interesting to see what happens in Guinea-Bissau, whether they can resolve it sensibly. I was going to say amicably.
Thank you. So this is all we have for today. Thank you very much for joining us. So Luis, it was a pleasure. I mean, until we come here again, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.